When it comes to remote learning, teachers say students tend to either excel or fail, with very little middle ground.
You have your very independent, kind of self-motivated kids that are going to keep trugging along and keep pushing through. But other students that maybe struggle a little bit more, that like somebody to give them encouragement or to kind of push them on and be like, yeah, that's right, keep going. Those kids are really, really struggling with not having the face-to-face instruction daily.
25-year classroom veteran Nancy Sanders says she's never seen this level of failure.
For students that struggle, it makes that struggle even bigger. And so a lot of times those kids just kind of tend to give up and shut down. I feel like there's a lot of kids that are just falling through the cracks, and that really concerns me.
The Martin family is a prime example. Their son Dorian struggled with remote learning from the start.
It really hurts as a parent when you have to ground your child, because you know if they were going to school, they'd be in class. They'd be participating. They wouldn't have the late assignments. They wouldn't have the tardiness. And our oldest went from an AB honor roll to F's and D's.
Dorian has ADHD, and even with medication, the virtual learning model feels impossible for him.
He is just broke down in tears, and he's like, I hate this. I hate school. I hate virtual learning. I just want to go back to being in person.
Clarissa Price majors in chemical engineering at Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. She's used to excelling in school. As a deaf student, however, she found herself failing one of her key classes after switching to virtual learning.
One of my professors would always be behind on getting the videos uploaded so that they would get processed in time for me to have captions on them. So like I was sitting there like having to wait 2 days for a lecture because the captions weren't available.
Unable to keep up, Price failed the course, which was required for advancement in her major. Fortunately, the school decided to offer it again in the fall, this time in person.
I got a B the next time around. It was my highest grade.
According to a Rand Corporation report, students most likely to fall behind with virtual learning are those with disabilities, of color, and those who fall below the poverty line. That's pushing schools to address these issues before they face long-term consequences. In South Florida, the Palm Beach County School District sent out letters to nearly 175,000 students in K-12 not making adequate progress learning from home. The state is requiring schools to give parents the option to send their struggling child back to the classroom come spring.
When those students return, those parents who choose to have their students come back to face-to-face instruction, the school must provide additional interventions to remediate the loss of learning that has occurred.
In California, Governor Gavin Newsom encouraged schools to begin reopening, starting with elementary schools.
Here's the plan: phased in-person learning strategy that would focus disproportionately on those youngest cohorts and those that are most in need.
So far, data suggests that children are not major transmitters of the coronavirus, especially in school settings. Still, states will expand safety measures and implement COVID testing to make people more comfortable returning to the classroom. Caitlin Burke, CBN News.